Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Will Cheese Fail sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of Mario getting to the end of Bowser's castle, and only to find that Bowser, well, he doesn't quite have all his faculties. He feels a little bad for him, so instead of sending him off the bridge, he just walks past.
Yahoo! Goodbye. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That was 90% of the way there. That's fine. That was good. That was solid. That was solid.
It's the first one of the day. It's the first one.
The bottom left. We don't have our energy yet. We just jumped straight in. No preamble. Just raw dogging her. On the bottom left, we got Braun Bowser, and in the top right, we've got Ultra Derp, the blue Zerg, who is already expanding, which means I can only assume that if there is cheese to be had here, it is most likely to be the Terran, unless for the, fifth time in the last month, this scouting drone ends up hiding somewhere and planting a hatchery, Mr. Black.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good assumption here, unless we were just lied to, and it's not actually a Will Cheese Fail, and it's a normal
That's happened before.
Game. Oh yes, it has. So yeah, there's actually a couple of things. First off, everybody hit that like button. All right, just smash that like button. Secondly, I want to address something. All right, there's been a lot of people in these comment sections when they see the Masters banner up top. They're like, "This ain't Masters." The what? And they're losing their minds. You know what? You're right, because Blizzard, for years now, the last 2 years, there is a banner glitch. So when you go into replays,
right,
and it only is for Masters. I don't know why it's not for any of the other ones, but for some reason, somebody could be in Platinum or Gold or Silver, and one of the people it says that they're Masters. So if, for whatever reason, it doesn't actually feel like a Masters game, chances are it actually isn't. It's just I have to go by whatever banner we see when we're loading up the replay. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. So if something seems like they're really trash, you're like, man, is this Masters level in 2025? Well, no, it's just likely Blizzard just not patching their game because they've given up on it a long time ago. So yeah.
And that's okay. Hey, listen, it adds an element of surprise, and sometimes we change the banner anyway, right in the middle of the game.
That's right.
So it's okay. It's all right. It doesn't matter at the end of the day for now, but we are still waiting to see if there is anything that even approaches cheese.
It's a normal-ass normal game,
I'm not even seeing a drone hiding.
No.
This is a normal-ass normal game, Mr. Black. But you know what? That happens, and the Terran is already, in that instance, or in that regard, a bit behind here, a little slow on the uptick for the expansion. The Zerg well on their way in that regard, and so any of this kind of harassment that the Terran is going to do is going to have to be picking up some pace here. Otherwise, Ultra Derp is going to have ultra fun getting their first attack in. That's going to be much more substantial as he goes immediately into this third.
Yeah, Reaper here doing its job. Just going to get some scouting information right now. He's going to be fine back here to defend. All there is just a few lings out there, and it seems as though Ultra Derp is macroing pretty hard. He's just getting his queens, and the Reaper is going to go down here. Starting to spread out his creep and getting his third as well. So very, very standard stuff up there from Ultra Derp, and very similar down here on the other side. 29 SCVs to 24 drones, but of course, Zerg can catch up in the worker production very, very quickly. And here we are. We now have the starport coming out, and the lings are coming down, but just like what I said before, there is enough Marines down here to clean it up. I'm not liking this attack here from Ultra Derp, and this is going to give Braun a little bit of confidence to go and counterattack the moment that these medevacs finish up, and of course he's going to have a few more Marines here. So my guess is he's going to immediately load up 2 medevacs. He just killed all of those lings. He's got to know now, okay, well, if he gets more lings, that's less drones. And if he's droning right now, he's in a whole slew of shit. So I do expect him to pick these up and head over there and boost his ass. Yep, right up there immediately. Very well played here from Braun. And now going to go and put some pressure on.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually the Ultra Derp winning that early. I was expecting him to get a little bit more, maybe even just get into, you know, 1 or 2 Banelings before going in for that first attack, but he kind of committed really hard. He could have also just ran out. Yeah. If he was seeing that many Marines and just turned around and cut the losses, because you're right, now any kind of position he was in macro-wise is about to be more or less erased, because without taking some very bad positions here, Braun Browser's going to be able to basically shut down this third. Very nice getting into that position in between the guys who are in the minerals, getting back again. And this is going to be enough to get rid of this third. So
not really. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Okay, here comes the next round.
Yeah, the queen is there. He's going to now move his ass up into the main, drop from the top, try and get some more Ling kills here. He needs to bring down some more queens and just start focus firing on the Medivacs to force him to back off. And unlike what Ultra Derp did down there,
yeah, he's actually backing out.
He's actually backing out. So he's not wasting these. He can use these again for some more harassment. He's just creating some uncertainty here for Ultra Derp, forcing, again, more Lings instead of drones, which is big. And just being a bit of a dick right now, and it's working out for him. Meanwhile, back here at base, he's amassing even more units. He's got his third going. He's making all the right moves. I hate rooting for Terrans at him, but hey, I gotta give it to him.
Right now.
He's in a great spot, and he's making all the right moves, so kudos to him.
Absolutely. He's making me look dumb. Every time I think Ultra Derp is going to do something, it just goes the other way, and then I say something goes the other way again. I'm having Caster's Curse right off the rip, first game of the day. 2 more fully loaded drop ships here, Medivacs going in, and meanwhile over here, more getting taken care of, still even saving a couple here and there. It's good to see players saving units these days, because they are thrown away with reckless abandon oftentimes. I say that, and once again, as soon as I do, oh god, that was close. Wow. That was almost catastrophe.
Yeah.
He does lose a medevac. He almost lost everything else in that attack, but he saved it in the nick of time, and now he's going to be able to still do a little bit of extra work. But at the same time, Ultra Derp has, whether intentionally or otherwise, held this follow-up harass, and is probably not going to get harassed too much more if he successfully cleans this up as well.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just going to use what he has to the maximum. He's not going to add any more pressure here. I doubt he's going to bring up another hit squad or even use this. Well, he has no Marines left in there to even use at this point. Basically, he is just keeping his opponent at bay, again, forcing reactions while he's macroing in behind here. I wouldn't be surprised to see this turn into a planetary fortress in the very near future. He does have the stuff needed. Yeah, I mean, I think now we're probably going to see a little bit of a lull period in the game. And, I mean, we're going to mid now. We're 8 minutes in. Both players kind of getting a little scrappy, but nothing too crazy so far.
What's our production tab? We got the units tab up there. I'm not a savant. There we go. So now we at least see what we're coming up with. Here we've got, you're seeing some Banelings being produced, obviously, but we got an infestation pit. We get the Hydra coming, so that's the direction that we're going for Ultra Derp. Is that a sensor tower?
Yeah,
or something being built?
It is.
Okay, it's been a hot minute since I've seen a sensor tower here on LAGTV. It does happen. Sometimes it gets overused. We have seen games where they just go ham with the sensor towers, but that is just the one. It's going to be planted down there kind of to the southeast of the third. That's a good spot to get lots of good information, no doubt about it. And yeah, mid-game, gonna wait and see, but at the same time, it looks like Braun Bowser does not want to wait too much longer. At the very least, it looks like he wants to get out and get position, and so does Ultra Derp, but Ultra Derp getting caught out here would be catastrophic.
Oh no,
that was like,
that
was like 80% of his dreams.
Oh, yeah, that's
right
worst
there,
case scenario.
Like a true millennial, wanted to actually own a home, but now they're fucked and they're paying somebody else's mortgage. Siege tanks go up, the Marines are getting rid of the rocks, and Ultra Derp is feeling rocked right now, Mr. Black.
Damn right he is. He thought he was safe by locking in a low interest rate, and unfortunately for, oh my god, never mind, the economy's fucked. Black Swan event, all of a sudden, interest rates have now just went from 4% to 7%, and you've got a renewal because it's Canada and there's no such thing as 30-year fix, and now you're fucked. You were paying $1,800 a month. Now it's $7,000.
Absolutely the worst possible.
Oh my god.
The worst, but in both ways. Braun Bowser eats it. Ultra Derp eats it. Both of them just fucking losing everything. And because Zerg is Zerg, it looks like he's going to be able to at least clean up, but it's going to equalize here. You can see meeting the Marines at the mid-map, and they're kind of back to equilibrium here. Braun Bowser does come out with the numbers, but not by much. And what a series.
Yeah.
Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate events for both gentlemen, Mr. Black. That was hairy.
Oh, that was about as hairy as it gets. I mean, that is like, you know, those chicks that just refuse to shave or, you know, any of that stuff. You have seen some of the stuff going.
Okay, yeah, let's go there. Yeah, why not? Why
you know
not?
what? I'm Skip.
I've seen some armpits in my time. That's happened.
I mean, we're like real bad comedians, you know? Sometimes you throw stuff out there and it ain't hitting. But you know what? That's okay.
Hey, look.
Sometimes they hit. You know what I mean?
You know what else ain't hitting?
What ain't
Women
hitting?
with excessive armpit hair. That's what I'm just gonna throw out there.
I mean, you
That
piss
ain't
them off
him
hard
neither.
enough, they might actually hit.
Not in this household. My oh my. And hey, listen, Portugal and Spain, neither of them delivering women with armpit hair.
No.
So that was an upshot.
Yeah, no, Spain.
For sure.
Again, Spain's got some of the sexiest people in the world. You know, the dudes look good, the women look good. Nobody's really overweight.
Listen, you know what?
Everybody's
Let me say something.
All right.
Let me say something.
All
Let me
right.
cook. Okay,
Cook.
you know I gotta keep it a buck.
Okay.
Okay. Spain. I've been to. I've been to Spain. So have you. Listen, at least where we were, which isn't the major cities like Madrid.
I was in
or
Barcelona.
We were in
Okay.
Sevilla.
Okay.
We were in Sevilla. That being said, this is gonna be bad news if he gets that. It's 100% losing
Oh,
this
it's
fucking thing.
100%.
He's trapped. So in Sevilla anyway, everyone, like you were saying before, Rip, everyone you were saying before, definitely thin, whatever, which is, easy to do when you're walking everywhere. Everyone was like a 7. Not ugly, but I
Okay.
didn't see one time really like a 10 anywhere. Just everyone was a 7.
That's
But
a
at the
10.
same time, I didn't see a.
That's a 10. That's an 11.
That's a strong 10. But yeah, nobody was below a 7, but also pretty much nobody was above a 7 either.
Interesting.
It was crazy.
Hey, you know what?
It was very, very
Maybe it was a
interesting.
Barcelona thing. Maybe it was just a Barcelona thing. Who knows?
Well, it's like any country. Sometimes you have to go into the major city centers where you get like the most population, the most diversity, usually on average, and you end up getting, more attractive people can show up once in a while. But
I
at the
felt
same
like a
time,
4 there, bro.
It's not like anyone was ugly.
I felt like a 4.
It was just, dude.
I was walking on the beach. I'm like, I'm a 4.
I was a 2.5 in some of the places I was in, no doubt about it. But it was wild. It was like everyone was a 7, nobody was higher, but nobody was lower. It was crazy.
Okay.
Everyone was just attractive.
Okay.
Just
Hey,
attractive.
there it is.
No two ways around it. Portugal was the same, by the way. Everyone was a 7.
I mean, I feel like you go up 1 full point just by speaking Spanish. I feel like you just get a point.
That is also, yes.
So,
I would
like,
imagine.
you know what I
Spanish
mean?
Is,
Just boom.
it's
Sexiest
there.
language on the planet. I mean, is there a sexier language? I don't-
Portuguese was interesting in that because even though they don't share, nothing's happening in the game, so we're going
No,
this route.
something's about to happen.
Well, it is now. Something's about to happen. So we'll let it happen before I ramble any further. He is stimming in here. He only has 2 medevacs, 1 siege
Good
tank out of
pick.
position. Is going to get picked off by a whole bunch of Zerglings.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get into this corner. He can only save so many. But at the same time, the Lings and stuff managed to go away from the trapped Marines and allowed him to get away with some of them. But this is a Terran army getting cornered
bruh. 20
on all fronts.
Or,
While like,
dude,
oh no,
this
oh no,
one
28
lane-
kills on a Zergling.
No, it's 5. It's 5. Okay, it was just his health. I thought I was
Okay.
I was losing my mind there for a second. I was like, no, this
I
can't
almost
be.
shit myself right there. 28 kills on one Ling. I wouldn't know how to handle that information. But yeah, it was Portuguese. Even though they don't share like the same like basis of their language, it ends up sounding a bit Russian because they use like phonetic sounds that are very similar to the Russians. So like if I wasn't like paying really close attention, sometimes the Portuguese was sounding Russian to me, and I was tripping balls. I was like, where the fuck am I at? And then I realized that I was just on a Portuguese airline. But no, it was, it's true. It was, everyone was like a solid 7, couple of 8s.
Okay.
But nobody was ugly. Zero ugly people.
Hey, there you go.
0.
There you have it. This is a game. I mean, this has been back and forth. There's a lot of action going on. It's a little scrappy. Both players not really taking the best engagements whenever they attack, which oftentimes makes things a little bit more exciting. Still really good creep spread here. And this is a high platinum, low diamond type game. So, you know, these players like know what they're doing to a degree. Again, though, still some small mistakes here. Just not attack moving, losing too many medevacs now, getting chunked down, and things are going from bad to worse here for a Terran player. Can the infestors get him off? And they do. A huge... Oh my god, the Biles right now are just ripping a new ass into the Terran. He may survive this. He will survive this, but he's going to lose the meat of his army. And will Zerg just go and try and remax? Nope. He's going to go ahead and build 4 Ultralisk, Adam. We're going there.
Hey, listen, why not? Hey, if you're going to get spicy, do it properly. All right? Now, I will say this. That went bad for Bowser. But Ultra Derp, I felt like, lost a lot of units there that he didn't have to. Once you get those fungals off, just run those infestors out of there. Yeah. They kind of like, you could tell we're in that high platinum, low diamond where they're making lots of right decisions, but it's the small stuff in the in-between moments. Yeah. It's the fungals got off, he probably jizzed himself after seeing how well the fungals went, forgot that the infestors walked forward, and then just got them completely fucking destroyed instead of running them away. Very true. And the thing that is hurting players here is when you have everything on one hotkey. So what you want to do is you want to get your spellcasters on a second hotkey. So like if I'm using my High Templar and stuff, like I'll have them on. Tab and correct. And you can tab if you know. Yeah. I use tab a great deal, but in these lower leagues, oftentimes they just have everything all in one, and then you're A moving, and then it's exactly what happened. Oh my god, there's 3 Ultralisks, and all this shit is gonna die very, very quickly. There is a preemptive stim down to absolutely no health left. He needs to pick these bad boys up, and the Ultralisks, oh no, the Hydras can just get these kills. There we go. Wow. Again, that one Marine. One Marine, though. It was simply, again, he had all of these on one hotkey. So when he started moving with the Hydras, he wasn't attacking anymore. And you need to start playing a little bit more with the hotkeys. And you're going to get these pickups. Exactly. A-move it. Yeah. Yeah. I almost exclusively A-move. I almost never just move my units. Ever. Unless you're trying to make sure that they don't inadvertently shoot something that might not spot them on the way from point A to point B. Correct. That's like the only time that you wouldn't want to A-move. Otherwise, you have to assume that maybe you do run into another army, and it's almost always better to engage than just continue walking forward through that army. So we do see Ultra moving out, not Siege. There's only 2 tanks there. Yeah. And we have, what, 4 Ultralisks, but there's not a lot to back it up. The Fungals are going to have to do some work. Oh, they have been. If they do some work, then those 4 Ultralisks are going to go to work real quick. Oh, yeah, and you know they're going to work because Ultra Derp has done a really, Bowser has done a really piss-poor job at actually spreading his units. He's just putting them in a ball and attack moving, and in some cases, not even attack moving, and he's doing it again. There's a stim with everything. It's all together. There is literally no splitting of the units. He didn't siege the tanks preemptively. These aren't even in the right position, and he is going to lose this entire army, and there is still going to be 3 Ultralisks there. 2 more are about to pop, and things are starting to go very, very badly for Bowser. Yes, he has a significant amount of bases, which is his saving grace, but I think at this point, with just a little bit more Hydralisks and these Ultras, Ultra Derp just needs to max. He's sitting on 1,700 minerals. He just needs to build units at this point and start attacking. Yeah, you can't just let this continue to happen kind of over and over again, and like you go foot on the gas, foot off the gas, foot on the gas. And this is like what we've been seeing too. It's the small skirmishes on the side that seems to be both players honestly getting kind of caught by it. Oh, here we go. That's a lot of liberators not being able to be attacked by basically anything except for a handful of those Hydra, which are now dead, but that's so many Ultra. And if he just wants to just keep going here, there's not much that's going to be able to stop it, Mr. Black. But yeah, these small little skirmishes, at this league level, they're splitting their attention. Stuff doesn't get done. One Ultra is going to go down, and now he has to decide how much he wants to throw away here for no reason.
I wouldn't throw him.
Just go in. Just keep walking.
Yeah, it's either
like,
that
or
go inside here. It's one of the two. You can't sit underneath the libs because they're just going to chunk you down. There it is. Look, again, not attack moving. Again, he's doing the same shit because he had the same Liberator on a hotkey and he was moving it over to go into a position, and it's costing him. It's costing him huge. Every single fight he is losing.
Three more Ultra now on the scene, and now at this point, there's basically very little he's going to be able to do. He's going to get rid of a couple of them here, but they are going to be replaced immediately. Yeah. And this is just this is basically the end game at this point. You get Ultralisk continuously going downhill like this. And then unless, what am I saying? This is fucking LAGTV, Mr. Black. What am I saying? Just because we're seeing 5, 6, 7 Ultra at a time doesn't mean shit. They could just walk them into oblivion and get them killed over and over again. The only saving grace right now for Ultra Derp is that at this time, mineral rich. Unfortunately, not gas rich, while his opponent has the opposite problem. And so we could very much get a situation like we're seeing right now where these Liberators are killing the production capabilities of somebody who is already stunted or not being able to produce much other than just lings due to this mineral-rich, gas-poor economy.
But go ahead and build a massive lings. I mean, you're sitting on 2,200 minerals. You just had your opponent against the ropes. He's got more than enough hatcheries to basically max out very quickly. We're talking 70 supply, which is virtually nothing when it comes to just massing a bunch of lings to have their Witcher Ultralisk and then start saving up some more gas to start getting those Hydras, and now he's going to lose another hatchery, and suddenly the game is starting to shift again, even after all of the mistakes that Bowser keeps making with his army. Now the Liberators are going down. There goes his army again, and finally, we may actually just see an end to the game. He just needs to go and attack these bases, and he's going to win. Just do it, as Shia LaBeouf would say.
Commit.
Yes.
Just do it!
Yes.
Don't let your dreams be dreams! That's one of the greatest memes of the last, like, fucking 20 years, I'm gonna be honest. The fact that we green screened that and allowed people to use it is absolutely legendary. What's not legendary are these non-A move, all-one hotkey situations that continue to get Bowser into some shit.
And he just stimmed that entire pack of Marines for one Hydra. And you don't have any medevacs there to support that, and now you're running into death. I mean, dude, you know his army's up. It's over. Now it's actually over. This is GG. This is absolutely GG. I mean, it's been a solid game. It was a good back and forth game, but I mean, Ultra Jerp just needs to learn how to spend his minerals. He's too fixated on the fights, which but like at some point, just build lings and start hitting bases on the side while you have the bulk of your army. And you just win the game, and that's exactly what he's doing now, finally. And well, I don't really have
even
much.
If it wasn't the side bases, like there were a couple of points in this match, and in which he could have actually ended this even faster, where he was if he had just spammed lings. Yeah. Like which is a classic Zerg meme, right? Like you get the bulk of your like tech-heavy army in, you do a lot of damage. If you aren't really, gas rich, just spam lings. And at worst, if you get shut down trying to get into the main, just then go to the side bases. And he probably could have won much earlier, but he gets the dub anyway. Congrats goes out to Ultra Derp. Very nice little back and forth. This is, I think, like the sweet spot in the LAGTV world for action in many games, because they have just enough knowledge to be dangerous, but just little enough knowledge to finish the job right off the rip after one fight, which is what happens a lot of time in StarCraft 2. Yeah. So good job by both gents. And yeah, solid game.
Yeah, no, very, very good game. Big thanks for sending it in. Guys, Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Go ahead and send your games, or you can join our community Discord and post your replays under the StarCraft replay section. I do pull from there as well. And of course, if you want to support us directly, you can do so by hitting the like button and checking out NordVPN. Link in the description below, guys. Stay safe, stay anonymous. And when you get that 2-year subscription, not only do you get the service, but we also will guaranteed cast one of your games. Just send us the receipt, a screenshot of that, and a game of your choosing to that to that email in the description of the video. And yeah, you'll see it in the following week. Thank you so much, guys. We still got lots of casting to do, so we will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.